So Meryl says some really mean things in this movie. One of them is like, women get ugly with age, which I think is like all women's nightmare to hear, that someone would have that opinion. But what do you guys think about that and all the pressure on staying young today? And
I think,
I think that is a thought that some people have, but I don't think it's true.
I do understand what you're saying, because we live in this consumerist society that advertises, be pretty, be pretty.
Yeah. And be young.
And be young. And I've always revolted against that, even when I was younger, of what somebody else is telling me beauty is. I was bound to do the opposite. And even now, I think priorities is a huge thing. If you have your priorities together as a human being, then you don't get lost in appearances. I mean, yeah, we want to look nice and take care of our skin and all that stuff, but with a grain of salt. I mean, you can't go crazy with it. And I'm really against like all that plastic surgery stuff, because all you're seeing is like, oh, wow, that girl's done weird stuff with her cheeks. I don't see a young person. I'm just going, wow, her lips look off.
Why isn't her face moving?
Yeah. It's so bizarre. You don't live in Los Angeles, but there's certain parts of Los Angeles that's like an alien planet. You know, you could try to be pretty all day long. If you don't have this stuff inside, you're just like, I'm going to start being really
just make noises from now on.
Buzzer.
You're going to flip back in your chair.
What? It's been a long day if we get goofy.
Of course. So Juliette, I've been looking at your Twitter. You're very active on Twitter. Right?
Yes, I have my active days, and then there's periods. I was like, oh my God, I haven't said hi to anybody. Here's the story with Twitter. I used to be scared to death of social media, and I was like, I was scared of any negative energy, but because I had a rock and roll band for about 9 years, and I'm an independent artist and don't have a ton of dollars from the big corporations, social media and grassroots stuff is everything. So right now I like to forward, entertaining stuff, or forward my friends' projects or artists, and then just be silly and funny in the interim. And just acknowledging other lovely souls who are out there in the world just wanting to say, hey, you mean something to me. I love saying, I don't know, if I could, I would just hug people. But instead, I give them like, hey, cutie pants. I'll like call people cutie pants.
You're so
hey,
sweet.
penguin.
I saw you in Toronto, though, I have to say, Juliette, with the fans, and you were just so amazing.
Thanks.
That it was just so touching to watch it, because the way you reacted to like all the attention they gave you, and the way you would just give them the same attention back, it was just.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like you were such a grounded person.
Thank you.
How do you stay like?
I think it's totally a testament to my parents. And gotta understand, when I was younger, I always felt like this alienated little outsider, kind of fragile bird. So I feel like I, for better or for worse, tried to choose roles that give people a voice that don't normally have a voice. And so when I see people, I just, I feel connected to them, honestly.
In this movie, your character doesn't really become like your mother, but Julia's does more. Do you feel that as women we often end up becoming like our mothers in life?
I think we can. I think it depends family to family, but I think kind of yes.
It's funny, like my brother is exactly like my dad, but he doesn't know it. And but I know when I'm like my mom. Like I'll stop with my sister, I'll go, oh my God, I'm acting like my mom. So I think it's funny when people don't know they're exactly like the parent they're being critical of. But yeah, we take on colors of our parents all the time, right?
Do you come to the point where you're like, okay, she was right?
In some ways, yeah. I mean, I'm happy my mom has the kind of energy she does at her age. Like she walks everywhere. She has a great laugh. She's imaginative. She's with it. I don't know. My mom has a good energy, so I think that's pretty cool.